The last thing that I want is America to keep going down on this trajectory of our obesity epidemic that's going on. Just about half the adults in America right now here in 2024 are obese, and even more are on track to become obese. That is a terrifying statistic. That means that people are going to be living shorter lives. That means people are going to be having way more health issues and things like that. I want all of you guys that are watching this at home, I want you to start your health and fitness journey. I want you to find the right gym for you. Welcome back to the Beyond the Scale podcast. We have another amazing episode for you today. I'm your host, Jake Stewart. In today's episode, we're going to talk about finding the right fitness program for you. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys at home that are watching this have tried a gym before, or maybe you haven't tried a gym before, and maybe it just wasn't really the right fit. You didn't really feel comfortable. Maybe you felt a little bit intimidated, something like that. And I want to talk about the ways that I think are really great to find kind of the right fitness program for you, and a couple of options that I think are going to be the right option for you. So a couple of things people think about when they think of gyms. So a lot of times, anytime anybody hears the word gym, they think of a big box gym, a place with a bunch of weights, a bunch of cardio machines, something where you pay to go to this gym, and that basically just grants you access into the gym. And when you do that, it's awesome if you know kind of what you're doing, if you know how to use the equipment, if you know what sets and what reps to do. A big box gym is awesome. So like someone like me, like a fitness coach, like I love going to a big box gym and I love using all their equipment. It's a really easy and convenient way for me to get my workout in. But I'm going to guess most of you guys at home that are watching this probably aren't fitness professionals as well, and probably find yourself getting into that big box gym, looking around, and you have no really clue what to do, and that's okay. So there are other options out there for you. Something that you might think about like a traditional gym too might be the personal training route. So hey, maybe you sign up at a big box gym for a personal trainer, and that personal trainer takes you through, and they have a set number of exercises that you're going to do. You're doing a set number of reps. They'll teach you kind of how to do those exercises, and that's awesome as well. But the really bad part about doing the personal training one-on-one is a lot of times it's really expensive, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried it before. You know how expensive that can be, and just making sure that like getting into the gym a couple times a week isn't running you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like that's not what we're looking for. So just know that there are lots of different fitness options out there. I'm going to talk a little bit about Fit Body Bootcamp, but at the end of the day, I want you to go find the gym that's right for you. So like 99% of people that come into a Fit Body Bootcamp, they think it's awesome. And why do they think it's awesome? They think it's awesome for a couple of different reasons. So one, we do 30-minute sessions. So we do 30 minutes just in and out. That means that in less than an hour, you can leave your house, go to the gym, work out, come home from the gym, and it's been less than an hour and you've already completed all those things. Whereas if you go to a different gym that maybe they do an hour-long class, that's awesome too. But now it's going to take, maybe 20 minutes to get to the gym. You do an hour at the gym and then another 20 minutes to get home. Now you're looking at almost 2 hours of your day kind of cut out. Whereas here with Fit Body Bootcamp, we pride ourselves in doing that 30-minute session. That way we can get it in a lot faster. Something else that we do that's really, really awesome is that we do group personal training. Now what that means is we have a couple of coaches out on the floor, so usually about 2, maybe 3 in some circumstances, that are there to help you through the workout. And they pretty much function as your personal trainers. By doing personal training in a group setting, we're able to keep costs down. So we're able to keep ourselves super competitive and keep those costs really, really low for you, meaning that it's going to be far more accessible for you than doing those personal training sessions that you would at a big box gym. There's a couple other things that I think maybe you've thought of about going to the gym before. Here's another thing that usually turns people off of going to the gym is typically in the female community, they think, I don't want to go lift weights. I don't want to get too big. I don't want to get too bulky. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I don't want to look like that. And that's okay. That's a totally fine feeling to have, but lifting weights isn't going to make you be big and bulky. So unless you're throwing on 400 pounds doing the deadlift and doing a lot of crazy weights and things like that, you're not going to get that big bulky look that you might see on like Women's Health or like Miss Olympia or anything like that. Specifically with Fit Body Bootcamp, we like to incorporate strength training as well as metabolic conditioning, and we combine them together. So by doing so, yes, you are lifting weights most days, but you're not lifting super duper heavy weights, and you're basically just toning up those muscles that you have. By doing so and building that lean muscle mass, this allows you to help your body lose body fat, which is what we're looking for. So by combining those two, we're not getting that big bulky aesthetic that I know you might be afraid of. With Fit Body Bootcamp, it's an awesome choice for most people. But I know a lot of you out there, maybe you don't have a Fit Body Bootcamp in your area, or maybe you've tried a Fit Body Bootcamp and it's not necessarily for you. Well, the good news is There's a million options out there for fitness, and I want you to do what's best for you. So I want you to come in and try Fit Body Bootcamp session, of course. If you don't absolutely love it, which like I said, about 99% of our clientele come in and absolutely fall in love with the 30-minute circuit. They fall in love with our coaches. They fall in love with the culture and everything that's really awesome that Fit Body brings. I still want you to go out and try something else. So hey, maybe you are a weightlifting junkie. Maybe you do want to be big and bulky. Maybe you want all those things. I want you to go find the gym that suits you best. Maybe you love to cycle and you love to go ride bikes. I want you to go do that, because the last thing that I want is America to keep going down on this trajectory of our obesity epidemic that's going on. Just about half the adults in America right now here in 2024 are obese, and even more are on track to become obese. That is a terrifying statistic. That means that people are going to be living shorter lives. That means people are going to be having way more health issues and things like that. I want all of you guys that are watching this at home, I want you to start your health and fitness journey. I want you to find the right gym for you, whether that's Fit Body Bootcamp or any other fitness style. I want you to find that. So my big call to action for this episode is I want you to get out there, try something new, go try a Fit Body session, and just get yourself out there, get yourself moving. That way, we don't go down the obesity track. We start working towards a happier, healthier, and fit lifestyle. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next episode.